I do a lot of traveling since uh, July 2020. I've been traveling. At that point, I was traveling twice a month. Once 2021 came around, I was traveling every weekend. Currently, I'm in St. Louis. And with me traveling, that means I see a lot of people within the airports, hotels, clients. And what I've learned is this world is full of winners and losers. And this world is a majority full of losers. Just seeing how people carry themselves, the respect that they have for themselves, those around them, them not caring about being overweight, not presenting themselves in the best manner possible as far as their attire, not knowing how to communicate, not knowing how to think without being told what to do, the inability to just be a decent individual when in the presence of other people. I know that society has regressed as the technology around us has progressed. And with that being the case, you have a lot of people who feel entitled that they're owed the courtesy of living a good life just because they exist in this world. Now understanding that this world, since its very beginning, has always been about only the strongest survive. And when the strongest survive, they tend to carry the weaker individuals, the weaker group who is under them, and carry them forth to be protected and be safe under their guidance. But with what we have now is a lot of weak people have been put in a position of power based off of manipulation, creating different agendas and laws and whatever else they can use to put themselves in this position of power that can't come through strength. Um, People willingly want to follow behind them because they have presented themselves as an individual who can, lead a group of many based off their own accomplishments and willingness to put themselves in the fire. You have a lot of the I guess you could say the revenge of the nerds happening, where these type of people have manipulated the system to benefit their gain, but it's been at the demise for the many. And most people don't see it because, it's their whole thing is championing weakness and saying that due to your victim state, you deserve to win. And this is just craziness that is being displayed in this world. And with this being the case, the winners, the true winners, it is so easy to win in today's times because the average person, as I mentioned, they cannot think, they cannot operate, they cannot do anything without having their hand held. And even with their hand held, they can still barely operate in a manner that, well, I think it's not even barely, they are not able to operate in a manner that will enable them to survive. So as we are having a world filled with much more of these people where they're becoming the overwhelming majority, we're going to have a reset where powerful people are going to come back into place, and it's not going to be powerful based off of, the ability to create AI and technology or whatever to, you know, manipulate and brainwash people via social media and making people's lives easier. That's what a lot of people who are in power today, that's what they have done. They use technology to create stupid people, and they are profiting off of that. No, it's going to come back into a time where those individuals who not only are physically powerful, but also mentally powerful are getting back in the position of running this world. And as it's becoming the have versus the have-nots, and those powerful people are coming back into place, fairness was never a part of this world. It's all about what results you can provide, and if your results are good enough for you to be in a position to where you have earned your right to live in the luxuries of this life. I know a lot of people don't like that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Even in the animal kingdom, if you can't fight and you can't take, then you are the weakness of the pack, and you get the crumbs and what's left over. That's how this world operates. And because we have gone away from that, and everybody wants to feel good about themselves and they want that handout, we have what we have today. And since we have what we have today, we see the world collapsing. Now, in order for things to be corrected, we're going to get back to the old ways, or else it's going to be destroyed. Because, with technology, like I said, technology making people dumber, the technology is going to take over. And those people who understand the power of technology, who's behind it, they're going to be the ones prospering. Because they're going to be able to hide in their bunkers and their islands and planets, and be able to rule and take away from you, extract from you, and survive off of, not survive, they profit off of your failing to recognize what they're doing to you. And they're just winning and winning while you continue to lose. So, if you want to win in today's world, make yourself powerful in your mind, make yourself powerful in your body, make sure your emotions are strong. It's not saying you shouldn't feel emotions, but do not let your emotions dictate the actions you take, because when you tend to let your emotions dictate the actions you take, then you lead yourself to peril. And the consequences that come from that are hard to overcome, especially when you are really fueled by your emotions. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that. I've learned to keep myself at a chilled level, because I have no in between. It's chill or furious. I'd rather stay chill, because furious leads me to making decisions that impact me for a lifetime. So, as everybody else around you is deciding to be at a loss, you have to think, and act based upon winning behavior, winning mindset, winning habits. That all combines together to ensure that you are getting results that the other people, the 99, 97, whatever, a high 90% of people who are going to continue to be at the mercy of the few. You are the few. You're not the majority. And that's what you want to be on these side of things, because this world, man, I think people are waking up to it, but they're waking up to it too late. And it's not like they're doing anything to change it. You crying and complaining and bitching, what is that going to do? What is that going to do when you don't have the resources, the ability to critically think to get yourself out of your position? You don't have anything, but all you can do is complain. Complaining leads to nothing. Complaining leads to nothing but continued misery and depression, and something that you can't fix because you're not taking the actions to fix it. So, like I said, leaving you on these final words. Make yourself strong. Make yourself powerful. Do what you need to do to win. Forget morality and what these people who say you need to be this good person in order to be given the favor, the blessings of the majority saying, okay, you deserve that. Don't fall for the BS that these people put out there. Win. Once you win, hey, you make it happen. And once you make it happen, who gives a damn about what anybody else to say? You make it happen, you win. You put yourself in a position to enjoy this world. Don't be the average person. Be the superior individual. Be that person who others acknowledge and say, damn, either they gonna hate or they gonna admire. 9 out of 10, they probably gonna hate. You get a few people who admire, but most people gonna hate. Well, who gives a damn? Because you're doing what you need to do in order to succeed. Make it happen.